Okay, welcome back. This is Unit 4 Guided Notes. We're on to the math section now. So this says rewrite problems in vertical form and solve. So it probably would have been better if Mr. Wall wrote rewrite the problems in vertical form and solve them. But oh well. So vertical is up and down, horizontal is across, and diagonal is like this. Whee! So show me vertical. That's right. Show me horizontal. That's right. Show me a diagonal. Whee! Okay, good job. So vertical form, up and down, means we want to add up and down. And you want to make sure your numbers are lined up. Make sure your ones place is lined up. So my ones would be my 8 and 4 here. And your tens, my 2 and 1 should be lined up. Now let's go ahead and add. When we add vertically up and down, we always start with the ones place. So what's 8 plus 4? 12, correct? Do we write the 12 like this? No, we don't. We put the 2 in the ones place and we carry our 1 up to the tens. Now we do 1 plus 2, 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So our sum is 42. Good job. Now I want you to go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and solve the next two, and we can see if you're right. I'll make this a little bit bigger, that way you all can see. Okay, now let's check your work. So the first addend is 359, and the next one is 162. So let's start. 9 plus 2 is 11, so we write the 1 in the ones place. We carry our 1. Now it's 1 plus 5, 6, and 6 plus 6 is 12. Good job. We don't write the 12 like this, that's wrong. We put the 1 in the tens place now, and we carry the other, or we put the 2 in the tens place, and we carry the 1 to the hundreds place. Now we do 1 plus 3, 4, and 4 plus 1, 5. So your sum should be 521. Good job. Next is a subtraction problem. The minuend is 16, and the subtrahend is 5. So write 16 minus 5, and when we subtract, just like we do with addition, we always start with the ones. What's 6 minus 5? 1. Good job. Do we have to regroup or carry? No, we don't, because we can do 6, and we can take away 5, and we get 1 left. Now what's 1 minus nothing? 1. That's correct. So the difference is 11. Good job. So your first sum should be 42, your next sum should be 521, and your difference should be 11. Let's go down. Let's do a fact family, everybody. Let's do a fact family. Fact families are really fun because you take 3 numbers and you wiggle them around, you switch them around, and you get 4 different problems with 3 numbers. Now let's see how this works. Remember that our greatest number, the biggest number, always is at the top. So this 14 right here is at the top. And one of the addends is 5, and we're missing the other addend. So there are 2 ways we can find the addend. Well, one, we could already know the answer because we did mental math. That's awesome. One way we can do it is count backwards. We start with 14 and we count backwards 5. So 14, you say 14 first, and then you put 1 down for 13. Let's do it together. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So 9 could be our other addend. Now let's check again. Another way is to count from 5 up until we get 14. So say 5, but don't put out a finger yet. You put out a finger on 6. Let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So how many fingers am I holding up? I'm holding up 9. 9 fingers. Is that what we got? Yes, it is. So we know our addends are 5 and 9, and our sum is 14. So go ahead and fill this out on your own, and let's check your work. All right. So the very first addend is, let's just choose 5. You can choose 5. And 5 plus 9 equals 14. That's right. Now we have to switch it because we don't copy the same one. We choose then the other addend. The other addend that we started with We started with 5 before, so now we choose 9. And now we do 9 plus 5, which is 14. Now remember, now we're going on to subtraction. So the minuend here, the minuend is the mega number. And it's the biggest number. And it always comes first. So the biggest number here, which is also going to be our sum, we can already write it. I like to pre-write these. So this will be 14 here. And this will be 14 here. So those are our minuends. Those have to be the same number. Now you can choose either one of the addends to start. So I'll start with 5. So 14 minus 5 equals 9. And now let's do 14 minus 9 equals 5. Very good job. So these should be your fact. This is your fact family. You can have these in a different order, but you have to have the same addition sentences and the same two subtraction sentences. Please make sure that your minuend is 14 and your sums are 14. Be careful. Next is 22 and 36. 22 and 36. Those are our two addends. So what are we missing? We have our addends. We're missing the sum. That's right. We're missing the sum. Now let's add to find the sum. You could probably do this in your head, but you can also write it out. If you want to show your work, that would be awesome. I love seeing your work. 22 plus 36. So 2 plus 6 is 8. And 2 plus 3 is 5. That's right. So our missing sum is 58. So let's choose this first addend here, 22. And our second addend, 36. And the sum is 58. Now let's do the opposite for the next one. 36 plus 22 equals 58. Next, let's use the sums and replace them and use the minuends. So we're going to start with 58. So again, I like to rewrite the minuend. So 58 here and 58 here. So 58 minus 22 equals 36. And 58 minus 36 equals 22. Beautiful. Let's go on. We're going to do our subtraction. Subtract. Check your work using addition. I'm sorry, I have some very disturbing neighbors right now. They're not being very respectful. My apologies. Okay, so we want to subtract and check your work using addition. So the first problem is 13 minus 9. Let's go ahead and count up to find this one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many fingers am I holding up? 4, that's right. So our missing difference is 4. Now let's check our work using addition. So we can put the minuend. 4 plus 9 equals what? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 equals 13. Lastly, 17 minus 8. So you can hold up 8 fingers. Another way to hold up 8 fingers and then count backwards. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 9. And you can check your work by adding 9 plus 8 equals 17. Lastly, we have 11 minus 4. Let's count up for this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm holding up 7 fingers, so I know my difference is 7. 7 plus 4 equals 11. Bravo. Lastly, I have space for you to create your own word problem. So the first, and please show your work as always. So you can fill in the blanks with whoever you want, and you can create your own word problem since you all love to do it so much in class, and then solve it too. So yesterday, blank, I'm gonna put my name. Maybe that's not crazy. Yesterday, Miss Noel's, I put an apostrophe S right here already for you. But if their name ends with an S, like James, you could put an apostrophe like that. Hopefully, Miss Thomas will be happy with me. Okay, yesterday, Miss Noel's pet blank, my pet mammal. Let's say my pet chinchilla. Yesterday, Miss Noel's pet chinchilla drank 2-digit number, drank 14 gallons of milk. Gallons is a unit. Today, it drank another 2-digit number, 54 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk did it drink? It says all together or are left. Let's see which one makes sense here. How many gallons of milk did it drink all together? That sounds right. How many gallons of milk did it drink are left? That doesn't make sense. So how many gallons of milk did it drink altogether? And the word altogether tells me that we're going to be adding. I know that altogether means I need to add. And I can also reread it again to make sure that that's what I have to do. Yesterday, Miss Noel's pet chinchilla drank 14 gallons of milk. I'm going to underline 14 gallons of milk. Today, it drank 54 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk did it drink altogether? That makes sense to me. I need to figure out how many gallons of milk my pet chinchilla drank. So I have 14 and 54 gallons. So let's add them together. With my two add-ins being 14 and my sum is unknown, or my add-in being 14 and my other add-in being 54. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So it was like, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So 68 apples, that's wrong. 68 gallons. So Miss Noel's pet drank. Miss Noel's pet drank 64 gallons, not liters. It was gallons in the problem. And those are my units. Gallons of milk all together. Lastly, you can create a subtraction word problem and solve it. So something like this. Bobolina had 74 pumpkins. His friend Robert took 80, oh, that can't be right, took 27 pumpkins. How many pumpkins does Bobolina have now? That would be subtraction. All right, that's been it. I hope you all learned something. Make sure to review this and you'll do amazing on your test. See you all later.